South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. This will go for 5 up to the 33. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw his car, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The give is to Elliott. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races, down the right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. A gain of 6 there on 1st. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On play action, now Carr. Touchdown, Patriots. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Lance. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 7-7, our score after one. Play action. Now it's Lance. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Hill to return it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Again to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the slant.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cole Kmet, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Open man is Komet, the tight end. He will go out right near the 35 line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Powers through him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, defense.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Mike, check 33. 33. Let's put him on the buses. Ready, go.
Now Lance.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Christian Wilkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. Mike, check 33.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance, he's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Justin Lane. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Carr on the bootleg.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of us.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry, 98 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Patriots.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Returning it, Justice Hill.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Henry again on 2nd down. 111 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away.
This is our last chance.
Very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and 8.
Carr going to look to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division.